what's up everyone, it's Bruce. I hope everyone is doing well. This is a topic video I kind of want to get some input on from the comments, but I'm going to do training mistakes people make when training enhanced and going back to natural. So I don't know how to word this right. So like the way you should be training on cycle so you don't lose as much gains coming off cycle, if that makes sense. So let's talk about my training. So I personally train 6 to 7 days a week, and it goes push, pull, legs, arms, shoulders, repeat, basically. And I mix and match that if I want to lift with someone, or someone wants to ask me questions and wants to lift with me. You know, I switch it around. I'm not real too strict on the split. I've been doing this split for a long time. Really enjoy it, and I'm really able to recover adequately being enhanced from the cycle. Again, I might split it up more natural, but I actually used to train like this naturally, completely naturally too, and never had any issues. Having that arm and shoulder day kind of really gives my central nervous system a break. But basically the main thing I see with really enhanced people is they just, again, it kind of switches when you jump into the enhanced world. When you train naturally, the biggest thing in my opinion is progressive overload. So constantly adding more weight to the bar on your compound movements and doing that weight for more reps. So more reps with the same weight and then upping the weight. Progressive overload. So you're progressively getting stronger. When you jump into the enhanced thing, that really doesn't play a role. It's more of chasing the pump. So when Arnold Schwarzenegger talks about the pump and pumping iron and getting a massive pump, that's all the drugs, blood, nutrients, all the recovery aspects of being enhanced, being pumped around, and you're going to be able to achieve much greater pumps ever than you were to be naturally. And it's kind of like a different training style. Again, higher reps seem to yield more results for me nowadays from being like more enhanced than the strength training does. I enjoy strength training, so I still do it, and I'm going to talk about why I still strength train every once in a while. But yeah, it's more about chasing the pump, using strict form or half reps, in my opinion, work good when you're enhanced too, to fill the muscle up with as much blood as possible, because now you have this ability to get these insane pumps. All that blood is going to feed that muscle, break that muscle down, and that's essentially what you do, is chase pump, mind muscle connection type deal for bodybuilding, growing your muscle. Whereas natural bodybuilding, in my opinion, you need to focus a lot harder on your squat, bench, deadlift, overhead press, and you have to be strict about getting stronger at those movements, and then kind of you hit the hypertrophy after as an accessory, versus full-blown enhanced. It's kind of like an attack battle, pump, low rest times, in my opinion. You can obviously switch into that naturally, but you can absolutely demolish yourself in the gym enhanced and be able to recover, whereas naturally you kind of gotta expend your energy on compound movements, versus you won't be able to kill yourself every day in the gym naturally like that, in my opinion. So what's the big mistake enhanced people make is they stop strength training all in general. They do machines, they just get pumps, their muscles grow. When they come off, all that hypertrophy is gone, their muscle is gone. What would I personally advise people enhanced to do is to continue strength training, okay? Sure, you can let all the drugs do the work as long as you pump the blood in the muscle and stuff like that, but I'm still going to get better results at the end of the day than you being lazy by doing the compound movements and progressively getting stronger. Obviously, getting stronger gets a little tricky with being enhanced, because you can get very strong very fast to where your tendons can't keep up and stuff like that, and people tear pecs. Obviously lift within your means. Don't be jumping up crazy amounts of weight because you're on a bunch of orals, but definitely want to progressively get stronger. And I think the biggest thing when I come off, why I don't lose as much strength as a lot of people tell me, is because I have a conditioned central nervous system. So I constantly do compound movements, and I constantly am trying to either do the same weight for more reps or throw more weight on the bar. Even though I'm not in the hypertrophy rep range, I'm still utilizing these compound movements to condition my central nervous system. So my central nervous system is used to handling the weight. The weight doesn't feel heavy. When I come off, I might get a less rep or 2 or 3, but overall the weight isn't drastically heavy because my central nervous system is so conditioned. And central nervous system conditioning in powerlifting, I think, is more important than overall muscle mass anyways. So as long as you have a conditioned central nervous system, I feel like through exposing yourself through that heavy weight when you're natural, a lot of your muscle will continue to stick as long as your HPTA is rebounding. That's my opinion. I would love to hear your guys' opinion down below. Again, there's a lot more advanced people, I'm sure, that follow me that I would love to hear chime in with. Again, I try to keep it like not bro science, but it is a little bit bro science. That I do believe that people just are lazy and they use the pump, they use the drugs, and it doesn't end up working out when they come off because they have no conditioned central nervous system. So all that hypertrophy mass will go away because they are no longer able to sustain those pumps. But if they were deadlifting heavy, if they were squatting heavy, if they were inclining heavy, if they were flattening heavy, and continue to like maybe work with less reps, but continue doing that, a lot of that muscle would stick because of the extreme amount of compound, the extreme amount of muscle fibers firing from the compound movements would definitely, in my opinion, help a lot more than people who just do isolation pump work that I see in the gym, juice to the gills. So overall, do compound movements. They're the bread and butter of weightlifting anyways. I know they're a little hard. People don't like squatting. They make up excuses. People don't feel like learning how to deadlift correctly, so they fuck up their backs. And yeah, definitely would learn how to, from a power lifter, from someone who lifts like heavy ass weight and hasn't got injured yet. Just learn how to lift correctly with the compound movements. And yeah, you will save a lot of progress by having your central nervous system conditioned. So I hope you guys enjoyed this topic video. If you did, leave a thumbs up. Obviously comment down below and follow me on Instagram @RoosterLifts. Hope everyone's well. I'll see you in my next one.